Hey guys, welcome back to the bedroom aquarium. I've decided to start talking because I am too lazy to keep adding text to my videos. But I'll add some more text if needed. Now today I'm gonna show you how I do my water changes. None of my tanks are set up in an auto water system even though I want to. So instead I'm just using a normal bucket, hose and sponges and stuff to clean the tanks. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so first of all, these are the items I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a large hose for quicker drainage and a smaller one for more precise drainage, you could say. Just to really get all the nasty stuff out. And of course the bucket. Now, before I start cleaning, I'm going to start scraping off some stuff off the glass. I use sponges for that. And I also use just some an old plastic card to scrape off some of the algae on the side of the aquariums. Here I am now cleaning up some of that stuff off the side of the glass, and I do this for almost all the aquariums. Now I'll clean off these top aquarium first, and I'll clean off the aquariums that I plan to drain last. That way the stuff that I clean off the sides has time to settle on the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna start siphoning out the fry grow out tank for my guppies. Here you can see me use a syringe and that small hose to start siphoning out the water from this tank. Now, using the syringe, I pull some water out, and once that's done, it will start creating a water flow. Now, you can see here I'm not using the bucket. I'm actually putting the water into a tank below that because that tank has no fish in it currently, only plants. Now you can see me move the hose inside the tank a little bit, and that's to suck out all the debris and the fish waste. Next, I'm going to start draining off the 240 liter tanks. For this, I'm going to be using the larger yellow hose. I do this because it's a lot stronger flow of water, and I can take out the fish waste and the debris left behind much faster. And these tanks are much smaller, so I don't really need the precise smaller hose. And I prefer to just get my hands in there to really target all the fish waste out. Now you can see me here taking out the sponges from the sponge filter from the tank, and I'm just gonna squeeze them out inside the old tank water. I do this usually once a month, or depending on how many fish I have, maybe twice a month. Now it's important to use old fish tank water, that way the bacteria, the beneficial bacteria that you have in your sponge filters do not die off. So don't rinse them out using new water. Always use old tank water. Now here I'm cleaning out the bottom 240 liter. Now to start actually siphoning the water out, I fill up the yellow hose with water inside my inside my toilet using the hose, and I just block both sides out like that, and then I stick one side inside the tank and I open up both sides of the hose, and that will start creating a flow of water. Now in this bit, I am again using the smaller hose, and I'm using this to siphon out the red-tail guppy's tank. Now I could use the yellow hose, but I have two fry containers here, so I'm just using this one to the smaller hose to really remove the debris and stuff from this and all the fish waste. And I've recently just cleaned out the sponge filter for this one, so I don't bother cleaning it out this time, so I just leave it alone. Now for actually filling out the water, I actually use a small, or not really small, quite a long green hose here, and I just attach that to my mains water, and I've already checked, and the mains water is fairly safe for my fish, and a lot of them have been used to it. Otherwise, the fish that are not used to the mains water yet, or are very vulnerable, like the my albino Dumbo red mosaics, I use aged water, and I have been treated with a dechlorinator. And you can see that here in the bottle. Now if you notice with all my tanks, there is a line there. There's actually two lines. One line at the top is for my maximum water level that I prefer, and then the second line at the bottom is how much I usually take out of the fish tanks. I usually remove about 30% from each tank once a week. And for the fries of the guppies, I usually remove 30% of the water every second or third day of the week, so twice a week. Now if you see here, I've started filling up the tanks. These tanks are being filled up with my normal mains water. These fishes have been conditioned to be used to this water. I don't really show it here, but after I fill up all the tanks, I put in some dechlorinator just in case. But I've been doing this for a couple of months now to a couple of years for some of the tanks, and there have been no problems yet so far. Now after all the tanks have been cleaned and water changed, I do a quick room clean, and usually to do this I just hoover up the floor. I remove all the stuff that I can remove, so the chairs and the drawers. I start hoovering them, and then I start mopping the floor. And that is my water change day. I usually do my water changes, or my big water change for all the tanks on Mondays. And then for the guppy fries, I usually do it on Thursdays or Fridays or Wednesdays. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. I hope you like it. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want. And I hope to see you again in the next video.